Good afternoon, world. Joshua Long here with you again, bringing high vibrations as always. On a beautiful walk with my lovely dog Jade in this beautiful apartment complex, the Remington. I just love the natural life here. I mean, it's beautiful. So I'm coming at you today with the first tip. First tip on meditating, or our personal sit down, if we want to call it. All right, and this tip is going to be called the watcher of the thinker. I've talked about this a little bit more detail in some of my earlier videos, so definitely reel back, watch a couple of those, catch the ones that have to pertain to handling the ego, separating the ego from your own consciousness, okay? But to become the watcher of the thinker is to be able to sit in silence, to hush your mind as best as possible, and to watch or sit in the front row, if you will, of the movie and watch the thinker. Be the observer of the thoughts. Think to yourself, why do I think these thoughts? Because then what you are doing is you are now taking power away from the ego, because the ego is who's in control. Let's get real. Any thought that ties you to the past or to the future is purely your ego. It's not you. It's not your consciousness. It's just not. There's no argument there. The only place the ego cannot survive is in the present moment. So when we learn to become present, then there's no more ego, then there's no more thought of anything that ties us or identifies us to the future or the past. So I want you to sit in silence 20 minutes every day for 7 days. Best thing to do is first thing in the morning. Okay, when you first wake up, go to your spot, do your 20-minute sit down, sit there in silence, eyes closed, crisscross, back erect. Okay? And as these thoughts start to flood in your mind, allow them to be there. Be okay with those thoughts, whether they're bad thoughts, guilty thoughts, good thoughts. Okay? The idea is, in the beginning, is to sort your thoughts, to allow the thoughts to be there. If they're thoughts that you don't like or make you feel a certain way, ask yourself the question mentally. Why do I think these thoughts? Why does this thought make me feel the way that this thought makes me feel? No longer will this thought bother me, nor will I think of this thought anymore. And then let the thought go. Okay? By doing this, you are taking power and energy away from these bad thoughts, away from these negative energies. These negative energies, these negative thoughts will slowly start to dissipate. Less and less will they be crowding your mind, and more will you start to gain silence and control of your own consciousness. Try that out. Peace.